Hello, everyone. I wanted to take the time to record a video so that everyone gets the same message, the same delivery, and there is no confusion. Did want to take the time to call each and every one of you individually, but I already know, especially with the way I talk, and who knows how each and every conversation would go, and maybe it wouldn't be the same information each person received, just because there's so many different phone calls, and I know how I bounce around all over the place. Anyways, the purpose of this call is to let you all know that things are slowly but surely starting to pick back up. We are getting phone calls. People are needing care. People do want to return. People but we have it on both sides. Some are, they're not ready to return. Some people aren't coming back ever. Some of the families, we will just permanently lose them, just because some of the, especially probably the pre-K class, I bet you is going to be one of them that's hit the worst. They're probably just going to keep their kids out until they return to kindergarten. And each for it's their choice. They can do what it is that they want to do for their particular family and their situation. But for us, we need to, as far as a company, as far as a school, as far as a program, we need to start returning to work, and we need to start opening up our programs so that as these children or these families contact us to return, they can return. Uh, Currently, we need at least two full-time teachers to return, or three part-time teachers to return, and like ASAP, like within the week. We need somebody this week, so either Tyann or I are probably going to have to fill that until somebody decides to return. I do understand the reasons people are choosing not to work during this time, whether it be for health and safety reasons, or if it's financial reasons. I do understand that most of you are making more staying home at this during this time, and why work if you're home safe, making more money? The bottom line, though, with the financial side of it, now if it's health and safety, that's you do what you need to do for yourself. But for the financial side of it, that's going to run out, and you need, as a employee, you need to try to do your part to make sure you have a job to return to after the unemployment. That $600 portion is going to run out in a month or something like that. I don't know the exact date. I think it's June something. But it will run out. They're not going to keep that up because there's so many millions of people not returning to work because they're receiving that $600. Anyways, I obviously that's a sore subject. I'm glad that people are receiving, especially those that need it, and those that are not working or unable to work. It's great, but if it's going to become a problem or a situation to where companies are going to start to suffer financially because they're unable to open, or they're unable to accept their clients back, it's going to hurt everyone in the end. I just want that to be clear. This is in no way me trying to rush anything. This is in no way me trying to force anyone to do something they don't want to do. But the fact is, people are slowly starting to return to work, and we need to be there for them when they do decide to come back. So the two things that we've been doing to try to, which is probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever had to say, but compete with unemployment, is we have been offering a hazard pay, where we bump the pay slightly. Obviously, it's not going to amount to $600 per week. It's not even close. But we are trying to do what we can do within our budget. Also, there are options to where you can work partial hours, just enough to where you'll actually make a little bit more than you're making right now, because you'll still qualify for a portion of your unemployment benefit plus that $600 per week until that runs out. So if this is in any way a financial situation for you, which again, I'm not going to assume anything with each and every one of you. I just know that that is, it's clearly being talked about. Many, many, many millions of people have said, hey, I'm making more sitting at home. I'm going to stay home as long as I can. It's not a secret or anything, and I understand that. But like I said, at the end of the day, we got to make sure that there's a job to come back to after this is said and done. Okay, so like I said, we need at least 2 full-time teachers or 3 part-time teachers to make this work moving forward for probably the next month or so. Otherwise, I do need to end as quickly as this week if I don't have the answers or enough staff out of you respond saying you're interested or willing to return. I have to start hiring. My goal is to make sure that there is still a school at the end of this. And with the way things are going, if we do not at some point in the next few weeks start accepting kids and bringing back staff, it's going to be very quick that we run out of money. When you run out of money, you're out of business. That's how business works. Anyways, I need each and every one of you to send me an email, irvin@thecampusdowntown.com. I would like you to state, well, first of all, if you're interested in coming back, let me know whether or not you're interested in coming back full-time, or if you would like to try to figure out what your part-time hours would be, or what type of a schedule we could get you on so that you still do qualify for the $600 stimulus weekly unemployment benefit. We'll work with you to figure that out. But I need emails from each and every one of you stating when, if not now, when will you be returning? I need a date or you can say when the stay at home is lifted. You can say stage 4. You can, but I would prefer a date. Because I'm going to have to start making decisions based on your guys' response. I do have some information. First of all, I don't know what came from who, so I just have a bunch of the responses that you all sent. I just don't know whose is whose. So I don't really know, other than if I've spoken with you personally, I don't know where everyone stands as far as when you're going to return. I need this information. I need specific information, as specific as you can be. If you cannot be specific, just explain why you can't be specific and what it is that you're thinking. But just know, well, let me back up. We have a great team, and I want each and every one of you to be there when this is over with. But I have to say this: if you're not ready to return, or you're unable to return, whatever the case may be, I have to start hiring. I don't want it to feel like I'm pressuring anyone to return. Obviously, that's how it's going to come across to some people. But the bottom line is, we have to get back to work. We have to even though we've been open this whole time, we haven't really been open. You know, we just have a couple kids in the building, but we have to reopen. We have to be available for these families, and we got to get back to normal. We're not all going to sit at home on unemployment for the next 6 months. I mean, this money's going to run out, and everybody's going to be super broke. I would say probably in about 4 or 5 weeks, if what I'm understanding is correct with that $600, that it's going to run out shortly. Anyways, I'm rambling because I'm trying to be considerate and thoughtful with my choice of words. Also, I do want to mention, I'm going to need somebody to come back and be doing some cleaning, even if it's part-time on a regular basis. And if no one is able to come back and start cleaning, I have somebody that I can already hire. I do not want to replace anyone. Again, that is not the objective. That is not the goal. I want who we had prior to this working once this is over. But again, if you're not ready to work, you're not ready to come back, I have to fill your spot. I just want to make sure that that's clear. And in no way is this retaliation. Is in no way is this anything negative against you, but we still have to do what we have to do to make sure, again, there's a school at the end of this. All right, sorry, man, double the time that I planned. I wanted to only do 5 minutes, and it's 10 minutes, 30 seconds. All right, anyways, email me. We'll talk soon. Take care.